Okay, so in a couple of weeks, I think probably 2. Actually, not even 2. Just damn, just 1, huh? Essentially, I am going to have a. Oh, sup, Madarasabi? How's it going? How is it going? Give me a second. Need to go to my channel. How's it going, Madara? We did it. We reached 80. Big 8-0. We did it. Well, no, I did it. You know, I don't want to encourage this parasocial relationship thing. That's the last thing I need. I don't really think I could handle that kind of pressure relationship-wise. I could barely keep up with like my actual friendships, which is something that I need to work on. But it's been achieved, and soon enough, 20 more, we can essentially have a Discord server. And then from then on, I'm probably going to have to come up with a project. Possibly a comic book or an art book. This could be the cover. You talked about it on Ryan Discord, and congrats on 80 subs. Thank you. Danke. Give me a second. Nice. Looks like you had yourself a blast. You enjoyed it, no doubt about it. Nice. Nice. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Yeah, and I think, one thing I could do is I could scan, like from then on, I could essentially do like, traditional, work from then on, and then, yeah. Basically, I'm not sure what the title would be, but yes, this could be the cover. Basically, what I could do is I could essentially just keep on doing the traditional streams, and for every sketch I made at that point, I could collect it into a book, along with dozens of other commissions and portraits and posters that I've done, and then kickstarted for a low price. That'd be my first, that'd be my first foray into Kickstarter. Then of course I would of course do a comic book, but I might have to spend quite a bit of time, finishing it. Probably go to stream some of it, keep myself accountable. It's like, hey, what happened to, maybe like have my, that would be cool. And then have, and every time I want to like, do another project, I have my audience be like, hey, what about that comic? Remember? Come on, idiot. Don't procrastinate like you did last time. You have a graphic novel to finish. You've made promises to so many people. If you do this, it's fraud. And I'm like, oh man, oh, you're right, damn it. And I go through with it, and I finish it, and I put it out there. That'd be my first novel that I put out there. Who cares if it had terrible reviews? I'm still doing it. And then for from like the indie efforts that I've done, I can essentially build an honest to God resume. Maybe I can, through like the portfolio of my work that I've essentially kickstarted, I can essentially use that to have a foray into the professional sphere, and that would be cool. I'm not sure. I'm just talking out my. I'm just chatting nonsense. I need to have some energy while I'm doing this. I don't know why. It's not good right now. Honestly, I should have had like a walk. I should have went outside or something before, for doing this. I've spent the entire day in here like a caveman, like a goblin, like a dragon hoarding its treasure. It's not good. It's not healthy. It's not psychologically, decent to do. I've essentially trapped myself in a machine that shows me just gobbledygook, digital gobbledygook from people who don't love me, who want my money. And I just keep on doing this to myself. Like it's okay. Alright. Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan. Trying to get a head start on that road to 90. Trying to find Mr. or Miss 81. Anything to talk about. Anything to talk about while I paint. I don't know. I have no idea. It's a damn shame. Head empty. Head empty. Anyway, brain, no work. God damn it. You know what? It's I don't know. It's fine. Just let it pass. Okay, I'm not. Mine not really not going to be able to. Mine not really not going to be able to do much art this weekend since I was at a friend's house today. Some other of my bros, and also watched 28 Days Later. Such an amazing movie. Yep, I haven't exactly watched 28 Days Later. Back in the day, I was really into zombie movies, but now it's, now I don't really watch all that stuff. I only just watch YouTube videos. It's not exactly good. Jacob's been a while. Missed you. Dead set. Good news. We reached 80. Well, I reached it. You know what? I gotta stop saying we, bro. God, And I have the Warhammer Club and some housework after. Looks like you have a full plate. It's good to have a full plate. Keep yourself busy. Keep yourself with a sense of purpose. That's good. It's been a while, Dead said. I missed you too, bro. Platonically, not, like, I like, not, I missed you too. How's it going, Dead Set? How's it going, you beautiful person? Because right now I don't know, a bit, I don't want to say burned out, but, it's bleh. Normally probably take a break. I watched the video by the Masters of the Universe, which is interesting. I've never really been a He-Man fan, Me-Man guy, because it was not from my time, but He-Man is pretty cool. Yep, it is insanely cool. It's basically, it's this mix of sci-fi and fantasy, and it's really fun. The characters are fun. He-Man's like kind of like a Superman figure. Skeletor, he's my favorite character. Like, as a villain, he has so much personality and so much snark. But Master, aren't we a team? Man, damn it. See, I don't know. I don't want. I'm not saying I'm not saying I'm not enjoying the support and I'm not grateful. I just don't want there to be like this weird, parasocial relationship. It's like, I feel like that's something I kind of like, that was a trap that I fell into, where it's like I found a person on the internet that I glommed onto that I liked so much, and then when he won, I won, and it's like, well, no, it's like he's winning, you're watching. Meanwhile, you're going through. Your mental health is on like the decline, and you're not doing all that well, and it's getting in the way of like you making friends and you getting a decent education. I don't know. I don't want to be that person for people. Granted, it's not really my fault, but at the same time, it's complicated. It's complicated. I don't know. I'm not saying that your company isn't appreciated. It very much is. Believe me. But I don't know. A lot of people tend to parasocial relationships are very, a very new phenomenon. It's not a very new phenomenon. It's been around for quite a while, and they have the tendency to turn very unhealthy for both the person, for both the not the celebrity, because I'm not a celebrity. I'm a fucking idiot on the internet. For the streamer or person, figurehead. You know what? Figurehead. Then again, I find it weird to call myself a figurehead too. For the person of interest, or the person, I'm trying to make it like at least the least flashy as possible. Like for the person in question and the people following him or her, you know? I don't know. You know what? Fine, we did it. We did it. We did it. We reached 80. This I'm just gonna keep on saying we did it, and I'm just gonna keep on praying that it ends well, and that it doesn't get too too wild, too unhealthy. I hope I haven't offended anyone with this. But in the end, I can't help but just like think about this, especially in like a, in in this age where people are just obsessed with with people is not obsessed. I'm not saying that you're obsessed. I'm just saying it's like people in general can like get lost in the sauce when it comes to the internet, and this really just very unhealthy influencer culture and the lack of like connection that can really just take place, and how rough it can be for the people involved. You know what? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, no. I hope I can be understood. I hope you understand. If not, then I am terribly sorry. But this is I don't think I'm ready for a team. I'm scared. A lot of people take advantage of people in parasocial relationships. And I don't want to, I don't really want to take advantage of everybody, anybody, That just seems very not cool to me. Alright. Well, you do that, Madara. And for me, it's like 5. Actually, no, it's 6. But, time zones are time zones. You could be a manga artist from the comfort of your own home. just afraid. I've heard about parasocial relationships and how very toxic they can get. And, you know, I just don't want to be a part of that or contribute to that in some way, which might be hypocritical, seeing as how I am streaming. And every time I say I reach a new stretch goal, I'm like, oh, we did it, we did it, we did it. But every time I say it, you know, it's like I pause. Because, you know, it's like, what am I doing? Is this healthy, what I'm saying here? Am I doing the right thing? What if this doesn't end well? What if I'm taking advantage of people? What if I'm not being ethical here? Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna stop talking. And I'm just gonna keep on doing this. Because I don't know. I feel like the more I talk, the worse I sound. Okay. I was in a parasocial relationship once. A screenwriter, if you believe it. I was a huge fan of his Superman stories. But then he was at the center of like some controversy and allegations, and right when I was at college, I was so adamant on proving him innocent, quote unquote, whatever the fuck that stupid stuff means. And it was at the expense of, well, my social life, my life at college. Quite frankly, it was just a shame. And after seeing how that affected me, and how I finally was able to kind of like let go at the last edge of my freshman year, no, the last few months of my freshman year, things got slightly better, kind of. Not really though. I had a lot of problems during college. A lot of problems. I have angered a lot of people because of my overthinking rant, haven't I? It's true. I have. I hope I haven't offended anybody with this, but it is how I feel. I feel a bit weary whenever I say we did it. Yes, we are a team, but at what cost? How much of, you know, like, am I asking for too much? No problem. Sorry, I needed to check the audio. See if I was... Yeah, but you know, parasocial relationship, man. They, yeah. I'm good. Alright. Thank you for reassuring me. Man, can't wait till this thing's done. I love Berserk, but Christ. And you know what, after this, I'm just going to, draw the rest of the characters in here and paint them and then put them in here and put in some last Jacob, sorry I missed your last stream. No problem, man. I was not feeling it that stream. The energy was low, just not there. It was bad, but somehow we were able to make it. We played through the pain. And now, 80 subscribers. Now, I was hoping to reach 100 before the end of the month. That may or may not be a big ask. And judging by the mentorship I'm about to have, it is... Yeah, no, fair enough. You were streaming at 3 a.m. and my brain wouldn't work. Yeah. Time zones are a B word. Time zones are a B word. Should I curse? You know, I'm gonna curse. Time zones are a bitch. But we're here now. So, while I still have the energy, and before I go out for a walk, because I have been inside all day, let's make these 2 hours, let's make the most of these 2 hours. Yep, time zone is BS. The highest form of BS. Yeah, let's do our best here. Let's actually get some progress in when it comes to, this fan art. Let's kick some ass. Metaphorically, no, because if we did that, that'd be assault. Physical assault. We'd go to jail. And I'm not going to jail, you hear me? Hey man, do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. If you have exams to pass those exams. Make those exams your bitch, you know? I'm not gonna get in the way. I completely understand. I understand completely. Like I said, don't let October to November, that's okay. Like I said, this is why I went on a nearly incoherent tangent about, parasocial relationships and why I paused whenever I paused to whenever I would shout, "Oh my God, we made it!" whenever we ever reached a new stretch goal of subscribers. Because in the end, I don't want to, dominate your life and make you neglect something that's important to you. Important to you. Like, the exams. You gotta do what's best for you. But you inspired me, and thank you. That's great. I'm honored to be the one to inspire you. But in the end, you gotta do what's best for you. I am not, I am not special. I'm just a 25-year-old wannabe artist who is trying to sell, half decent paintings of superheroes and monsters and okay comic books. In the end, I eat, I excrete, and I will inevitably pass away. Don't dedicate all your time to me. I am certainly not worth it. I promise you. I'm a flawed human being. I am not always kind. I am not always inspiring. Quite frankly, I can be a dick sometimes. A massive one. You made a TikTok account posting art videos? It's great. And stay consistent doing that. I don't have a TikTok, but you know, maybe when we reach 100 subs and I open up that Discord, you can post some videos. That you can grow and have a fan base. Maybe you can inspire other people too. Man, I am messing up this pauldron. Jesus Christ. This is not good. Why is this getting worse every time I work on this? I'm a fraud. This isn't a live stream, this is Fraud Watch, bro. This is bad. This is not good. Yeah, no, but I'm not, I can be a jackass. Just ask my mom, ask my sister. They will regale you with tales aplenty of my dumbassery. And quite frankly, it's there's some doozies. You're my homie. Thank you. You're also my parasocial homie too. Okay. That is from outside. I live in a very Latino neighborhood. I am also Latino. We tend to have loud music. Apologies. Nobody is perfect. Yes. No one. Well, except for Christ, except for one man, Jesus Christ. But then he was sold out for like 10 silver pieces and crucified. So let's see what being perfect does. So that's what being perfect gets you. So don't be perfect, or else you'll get sold out for 10 silver pieces and crucified. Just superior. Okay. That is awesome. That is awesome. Maybe like a okay. Try put your TikTok. Put the link to your TikTok in the chat. I'd like to check it out. I'd like to check what you have so far. Better than yours. What are you trying to say, bro? Trying to say, bro? Are you mocking me? Are you telling me my art isn't as good as yours? Nah, I'm just kidding. Probably is. Probably is better. Maybe you're the master. Let me check, but my videos are not good. Psh, nonsense. Better than the AI slop out there right now. As long as it's AI, no, as long as it's not AI, Freudian slip. As long as it's not AI, it's a masterpiece. It's like, don't sell yourself short. I don't know, man. I don't think it's good. It's like, is it AI? No. Then it's great. It's amazing. It cures cancer. It saved my marriage. I was gonna cheat on my wife before I saw your video, your TikTok. Now we're going to couples therapy. You know, we're happy. We're gonna go on a vacation to the mountains. You know, everything's great. Me and my stepson are getting along. All because of your TikTok video. Now look at me. I'm amazing. I love my wife. I love my kids. I was gonna sell my son's. I was gonna spend my son's college savings on cocaine. But then I watched your video. Then I thought, oh my God, life has meaning. God exists. Boom. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna spend money on cocaine. I'm not gonna spend money on codeine to get a fix. I'm gonna be a father to my son. And really just help him succeed and be a dad. Alright? Don't sell yourself short. And if they're not technically impressive, you know, who cares? Just keep doing them. Because like back when I was streaming, there were some duds, major duds, that I was painting. You know, you got to see firsthand. It's like, oh my God, every time I work on this, it gets worse. Oh my God, it's great. It's amazing. It's a good thing no one's here to watch it. Just like now. Just you and me in here. Hold on. I might do something very terrible here. Okay. Prepare to see an abomination. You think this looks awesome? Oh my God, oh my God, no! It's ugly! Oh wait, no, it's not that bad. The eyes are a bit misshapen, but you know, we can fix this. We can fix this. You know, before we do, I'm gonna go to the little artist's room and really just hold on before we go. Okay. bathroom. Okay, sorry it took me a long time. I have a really slow phone. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Dead Set. Okay, Dead Set Gamer 8. Let's see. Take a little break from streaming. Let's just... Oh wait, I've seen this before. It's that My Hero Academia character. I'm not sure what her name is, but you know, okay. Not bad. Not bad. Hold on, I think this was also on your channel, wasn't it? Yeah, no, keep going. Keep going. Like, by all means. You know what? Hold on. Maybe if I could just take this. I might do something stupid. Bear with me here. Copy this, all that. Paste that some bitch over here. Alright. And it is alright. I could just work on this for the work on this here for the remainder of the project. That way it won't look off. I won't have to worry about second guess like the lighting. Paste it back in here, and then I can of course work on the other characters over here, then over here. Maybe I could essentially kind of like just make this way bigger and give more real estate to the Skull Knight, and have like more of like a cool aura going into the page. Also, Mr. Puzzles, hello. What it do, Mr. Puzzles? You using reference? I hope you are. Also, you know what? I don't really think anyone's here. Shot in the dark. Like, comment, subscribe. I mean, there's like 2 people in here right now. Me included, so probably not. But you know, hey, it won't hurt. Get that out there. You're so cold. Tell me it's a bit. Damn it! I can't get. God, never let a depressed white girl or ever get a microphone, because she's going to make something beautiful. She's going to make beautiful earworms that won't get out of your head, and now you're going to sing about. Now even in your most private moments, you're going to be singing, "I love you till the day that I die, till the day that I die, till the light leaves my eyes, till the day that I die." Like a little child, It's pathetic. No grown man should be done like this. That's ridiculous. Why am I singing? My choir boy days are over. It's obvious God put me down the artist path. That's it. Why am I here? Why am I singing? Stop it. Today I scared little kids to an apple orchard. Yes, see that's how you spend Saturday. Exactly. You scared children. That's what I should be doing. Nice. See, that kid's going places. 80 subs? Hell yeah! Hell yeah! That's right, Broken Blade. By the way, 20 more of those, 20 more subs, 20 more of them some bitches. I'm gonna have my own Discord server. Yeah. And who knows? When I reach 100 subs, I might, by that point, I might get Ryan to come back on again. And we'll just, we'll actually talk about the industry and how to make it as an artist in today's climate. And have a nice, wrap it in a nice, big, optimistic bow. Because everything, yeah, nice. And who knows, I might even get on some Discord mods, so that way, when it does happen, I won't end up, having a Discord mod full of manifesto people. It's like, why did I shoot up my high school? Cause Stacy from chemistry won't like me, won't touch it, meh. Well, none of those people. She won't touch my pee-pee. And that made me angry. So I took the lives of innocent people. None of that. It's gonna be beautiful. Who knows? One thing, and also another thing I would like to do is have, I think, Wigglewood on. I talk about it, but it's gonna happen. Okay, I have enough confidence to do it. I just need some time and the scheduling, and also like Wigglewood's a very successful independent artist. But you know, I got Ryan on. He's successful too, so I can do it. I'm pretty. I'm pretty too. Then from then on, I'm probably going to have to. You wanted to scare more kids, but unfortunately, someone's mom was in the same place as me and my cousins and brother. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Nothing ruins fun. No, nothing stops fun more than a concerned mother. It's like, what are you doing? It's like, Richard, what are you doing? Mom, doing nothing. Are you annexing Poland again? Mom, what's not that deep? Nice. Nice. Yeah, I think after I reach 100 subs, I think of course like the goal is like 200, but I mean quite frankly, by that point, I'm probably going to have to work on like a project, a Kickstarter, like or Zoop. Most likely you know, an art book of some kind, comic book. I think, hold on, give me a second. There's this guy that I really like. His name is Ryan Berry. And so far, he has so many sketchbooks. Just filled with great stuff. And I would like to, I don't know, maybe me and my cousins or cousins' mother were raised so nearby, so I never got in trouble for shit. To be a teenager again. Anyway, Ryan Berry essentially made a business out of selling sketchbooks, basically just like selling his own work to people. And I don't know if I'm I want to make a comic book. I want to make a graphic novel, but I'm afraid that I'm kind of not ready yet because like I procrastinate a lot. Wow, thank you, Wolfpack. Thank you very much. Yeah, this is basically this is right now. This is what I'm working on is this right over here. Like this is supposed to be a Berserk poster, and at first, you know, it's like it started off as a sketch, but then I thought, wow, I like Guts' head over here, so I decided, you know, hey, let's artists gotta stick together. Hey, you know it, bro, you know it, Guts. the Black Swordsman, the man, yeah, Berserk, an amazing work. And artists got to stick together, especially in like in the age of AI, in the age of just generated BS, just like perpetuated by tech companies and corporate bootlickers, bro. Yeah, we got to stick together, man. Because it's only gonna get more wild, going forward. Yeah. I mean, also, what else am I working on? Oh, right, it's like, I'm also working on this. Well, I'm not. I'm procrastinating on this. But basically, this is, this is for Lightbox Expo, Wolfpack. This is, I'm going to a convention to Pasadena in a couple weeks. And, I'm hoping that, that this could like wow them and I could make some subbed. Well, damn. Thank you very much. See? 90. 8 more. Then it's 90. It's gonna be beautiful. Yeah, no, basically just thank you, Wolfpack. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me see your channel. Let me see your channel real quick. Hold up. Give me a second. Oh, for a second. Let me see your shorts. Pause. That does not. Let me see your shorts. No offense. It's a habit. Dude, is that graffiti work? This looks sick. Wait. Wolfpack, quick question. Do you do murals? Because if that's the case, then dude, this is awesome. Matter of fact, you know what? Sub. Also, are you a Gundam fan? Because if that's the case, then I see, you got some good taste. You got some good taste, Wolfpack. Great minds think alike. And which iPhone do I have? No, I do not have an iPhone. I have a Samsung. I have a Samsung. I think when I was a kid, I always preferred Samsung more than Apple. And, I felt like, phone-wise, not tablet-wise, like, Samsung so far doesn't have, like, an iPad. iPad, a man of culture. Exactly. Yep. A man of culture. Samsung doesn't have like an iPad equivalent. Because if they did, I probably would have bought that. Yeah. Apple cool, but restrictive. Galaxy lets me create. Yep. Which Samsung though? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's the model. I can't access that. Maybe I can access this somewhere, but so far, what's this? Yeah, it's a Samsung. That's all I can say. I'm not really into tech like that. Apple's cool, and the iPad's pretty cool, but if Samsung had like a very much like viable equivalent for an iPad and a very viable competitor for Procreate, I probably would have went there. I probably would have like used that. Not because I don't know why. I probably just would. I got a Galaxy S22. There's newer ones, but it's legit good price. Two iPhones are drop like 1K for. Yes, exactly, bro. The iPhone is like way too expensive. It's like Jesus Christ. It's a cell phone. You know. What's it? Is it gonna cure cancer? Is it gonna help me find the love of my life? Is it gonna help me get with Kat Dennings? No, it's a phone, dude. It's a screen that I basically beam to my eyes in front of my face, and I scroll on it, and I have to and I get and I get beamed just nonsense by people who don't love me, but who want my money. It's like, dude, it's a phone. Like I call my mom, my dad, and my loved ones on that thing. You know? It's not that deep. It's not that deep, bro. Why $1,000? Matter of fact, your iPad, the Apple iPad cost me like 400. Honestly, and I'm gonna be real. That was a better use of time, better use of money. Because in the end, it's like, hey, it's a tool. It's a very useful tool. All right, what's this? Okay. I'm spitting facts. Exactly. You know, I zoned. What we're talking. I zoned out. What's going on, bro? We are talking about technology. Dead said asked, what phone do I have? I told him Samsung, and then essentially, it morphed and just mutated into this, into this rant about how technologies, how Apple is too overpriced. So, yeah. Epic, yes, exactly. Somebody fund me like $10. That's nice. You know? Thank you. Someone fund me like $10. I thank them. It's like, thank you. Someone giving you money for no reason? No strings attached? That's an immigrant's dream. That's a Dominican fairy tale. You take the money, and then you walk away. Deuces. $10. 10 smackaroos. You could buy like a pizza with that. Gaming. I mean, someone give me. I'm broke. Oh, wait, never mind. Man, I'm broke too. I'm broke too, big dog. I'm broke too, my boy. And quite frankly, I'm living with my parents. That's it. I'm using that. That is an inexhaustible cheat code for me. You know what? Maybe I'll just layer, duplicate the group. You're also a brokey. Welcome to the club. We ain't got it like that. We're the brokies. Yeah, we ain't got it like that. Woo! Hold on. For the love of... Yep. Inflation. Terrible. It's terrible. Hmm? Now censorship. Oh, we're talking about the whole Jimmy Kimmel fiasco? Man. Charging us for air? Dude, if that's the case, nah. Put an Nah, I'm sorry. That's when the guillotine has to come out. It's like you're charging me for breathing. Yep. Well, that's when stuff gets real. Real French Revolution, real fast. You know, we have to unscrew this country. Healthcare is a joke. The people in power is a joke. It's just not good. It's really not good. You just want to paint and get paid? Yeah, me too. Me too. God. I wish that would. Me too. We all gotta be. Yes. Of course. Greatness is coming for all of us. We need to have faith that greatness is coming. Even in our most darkest moments. Like 2 years ago, me and two of my friends, no longer friends for reasons I will say sometime, sold bracelets and made 63 bucks. Damn. Maybe you need to get back into the jewelry business. Some of that little uncut gems action, that'd be nice. It's the stuff. Yeah, the stuff like the Jimmy Kimmel situation that makes me black pill. Further proof that our laws are not concrete but plastic. They can mean whatever they want them to mean and can be enforced or ignored. Well, that's how fascism works. That's how fascism works. It's like you give them an inch, they take a mile. If you talk against the establishment, that's when they have to shut you down. That's when, you don't, when power goes unchecked. Whether it's, whether it's Democrat or Republican. Yeah. It's like cancel culture is like a big, big talking point today. But it's like you only don't like you don't like cancel culture when it's against you. And when, someone's getting canceled over saying jokes that you don't like, all of a sudden you're silent. You know? That's suspicious. I mean, quite frankly, I don't know. I mean, call me naive. Maybe it's the fact that, I still have some light inside of me that hasn't been extinguished by, I don't know, trauma or a breakup or really getting screwed over by the current establishment that we're in right now. But I think when the next election comes, oh yeah, no, Republicans are cooked. Because so far, they fumbled super hard when it came to essentially the Epstein files. Like one big thing, one big point that Republicans, well, not point, one big thing that Republicans were talking about when they were essentially running against the Dems, is that it's like, we're gonna finally release the Epstein files. We're gonna release them. Yeah, death to pedophiles. And then when it was finally time to put up, it's like people like it was obvious that Trump and Epstein were like homies, like they were like they were boys, they were bros, and that's why they won. Yeah, it's like they were bros, and now all of a sudden they're not releasing anything. They're not releasing no files, nothing, bro. Because they know that if they do, their guy is going to be outed as a pedophile or a predator, which the way he's been acting probably is. And Republican MAGA people are seeing this, and they're like, "Fuck this." No, I'm not like a. They feel betrayed. Matter of fact, I have like a card, Epstein, Trump birthday card. Okay, let's see it. No. I don't want the PBS one. Although PBS is getting shut down because of Trump, and that does suck too. All right, so. Okay, I have it right here. Voiceover. There must be more to life than having everything. And Donald. Yes, there is, but I won't tell you what it is. Jeffrey. Nor will I, since I know what it is, Donald. What is that thing? What are they talking about? What are they talking about, boys? What are they talking about in that letter? There must be more life than having everything. What are they talking about? What's more fun than having everything, huh? What are they talking about? And Jeffrey says, "Nor will I, since I also know what it is, Donald. We have certain things in common." Oh, no, okay. It is. Okay, okay, sorry, I'm reading it wrong. Donald. We have certain things in common, Jeffrey. Jeffrey. Yes, we do, come to think of it, Donald. Enigmas never age. Have you noticed that? What does that mean, bro? Enigmas never age. What does that mean? And then Jeffrey says, as a matter of fact, it was clear to me the last time I saw you, Donald. And then Donald says, a pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret. What secrets are you hiding, bro? And then, that's the birthday letter, bro. That's wild. Decent Trump impression? Oh, it's easy. It's easy. I've been practicing for ever since I was like 16. Yeah, he was president since I was 16 years old. Now he's going to be president until I'm like my late 20s. This dude has dominated my entire like formative, like this guy dominated my teen years, and he's going to be there for my early adult years. Enigmas never age by interacting with the young. See, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, Broken Blade. Interacting with the young, huh? Interacting with the young. That's what they've been doing. On some Illuminati shit, dude. That's wild. And Republicans are seeing this. And hopefully, they probably won't vote at all. Which gives us, the Dems. Well, no. I don't want to identify as a Democrat. I'm more of like a left-leaning centrist, more myself, because I'm not a leftist. I don't have a. I'm not exactly a big leftist guy. No offense to all the leftists that are watching the stream now. I could be wrong about some things, and you could totally lambaste me and call me a moron on the internet, which fair enough. But when the Democrats I hope are gonna clean house next election cycle, and then things will hopefully get kind of better. It's gonna be slow, but there's a pendulum for this kind of stuff. A pendulum. And maybe inflation won't be so much of a problem. But then, But that's me being a stupid optimist, Quite frankly, I'm operating with the same logic of like dudes who fall in love with strippers. It's like, oh my god, she totally likes me, you guys. She listens to all my problems. It's like, she's a stripper, that's what she's supposed to do. Yeah, but we really shared a connection back there, She kept on, like, she had eye contact with me the entire time. I could really just feel like, I feel like myself around her, you guys, and it's like, it's like, no, she doesn't like you. It's her job. She works in the service industry. She likes me. I'm gonna leave my wife and kids for her. And then, yeah, that's kind of like, that's me, but more with politics. Like, they're really gonna help us, guys. They're really gonna fix the healthcare system. It's like, no, they're not. They're in a campaign. They make so many promises. He called me cool. You don't understand. He gave me this cap and this badge, and he called me cool. Please. He's gonna fix this place. I know. But then again, it's like this system kind of works. It functions. I think one thing I'd like to see is like, I don't know, maybe like it's a long shot, big pie in the sky, but I want there to be like a decent, like, functioning healthcare system that doesn't put like people in debt, and I would like to see, like, I don't know, paternity leave. That'd be pretty cool. Like free healthcare, paternity leave. That would make life so much easier. Not to mention, hey, that probably fix probably fix the population issue that our country has been going through. Where it's like politicians are like, oh my god, people, they're not having any more babies. And it's like, well, yeah, like it's very expensive. And even after I manage to have a kid and can even stomach or even tank the enormous cost that it takes to like be a parent, I'm not getting any paternity leave. No one's helping me, helping me with childcare. It's like you want there to be, you know, they talk about the population crisis and how it's a big problem, but when like you come with these people with like any decent any solution that comes along the line of, I don't know, giving new parents any sort of leg up when it comes to raising their kids, it's like no, that's socialism. It's like you have enough money to give tax breaks to billionaires. You have enough money to donate to Netanyahu and his genocidal goons, but you don't have enough money to, forgive student loan debt, to give free lunches to starving children in your country, to give new moms a leg up when it comes to raising their own kids. It's like, it's like you don't really care about the kid. Only when he's a fetus, and only when he's 18, and when he's stupid enough to, be a pawn in your military-industrial complex. It's just, it's like, I don't know. I am going full radical right now. I don't know. Maybe, I should tone it down and just keep drawing guts like a good little boy. I'm cooked, guys. It's 1 a.m. 1 a.m. Now, indeed, at this point, I question if they're acknowledging a problem or celebrating them. It seems intentional. Yeah, it really does. It really does. And at this point, I don't know. It's just like it's either just incompetence or malevolence. And I'm pretty sure, like, it's too, like, there's too many coincidences for Dead Set Gaming 1. Wow, it's cool that you came in, but feel free to crash. Alright. Feel free to crash. Feel free to crash out. It's like, oh my god, population crisis. Okay, do something about it. There's a population crisis. Not enough people are fucking. Come on. We don't fuck anymore as a country. That's our problem. Sleepy Joe. Bring back fucking. Just like we're gonna bring back, right? We're gonna bring back fucking. It's like, just, no. Just take that, put it in an iceberg, and just set it afloat. No. It's like, they don't care about us, bro. They really don't. But that's okay. Because gotta keep on drawing. Because I like to do that. And it gives me great joy. And, you know, it can keep me sane through these trying times. In the end, all of this is temporary. We all have crazy times as people. But with but like you know, there's always a pendulum. If things are swinging one way, they'll eventually, you know, swing the other way. And granted, you know, I think the pendulum is kind of like a bit, you know, it's a bit unhealthy, seeing as how it's like we go too much the one way, and it's like, you know, we just overcorrect, and like it's like, oh my god, it's too much this, too many flaws, and it's like we overcorrect, and then it's like, oh my god, things suck, look now again, and then, you know, it's gonna be like that for like the next, I don't know how long, but yeah, it's pendulum. But apart from that, I'm gonna do something real stupid. Kablam! There's nothing. Oh my god! Surprise! Now you get to see what's behind the curtain. I could put that there. Put the new guts here. I might need to render them out more. Make them more, like, defined. You're going to bed. Have a good night. Good night, Dead Set. Good night. Kablam! And quite frankly, just, you know, I think we need to have some more optimism. Like think about this. Like, I think, I don't know, I say this as like a, I see this as like a, and I say this as a Afro-Latino, as a minority in the United States. Okay. I see this as a. I see this as like a minority. But I think right now, strangely enough, I could be wrong with the possible lynchings that may or may not have happened. But if you live in the north, and like, you know, it's like, I think, you know, most not if you live in the north, I think now living in America as a black man is pretty safe. Granted, you know, you have to, you know, watch yourself when you're around the police. But so far, you know, things have been pretty relatively safe. It's not as bad as it was, you know, a couple decades before in the 50s, where you could just get lynched for just looking at a white woman. You're good. You're safe. Relatively. Hello, Moop. how's it going? Because right now I'm in the midst of trying to finish this. It's good, man. How about you? Well, doing good. Trying to get some. Dang, it looks fire. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Trying to get some progress in for this thing you see before you, right here. And so far, it's going great. But I need to make it tighter. I need to make it more refined. I need to make it more, finished. And then I could quite possibly move on to another character. Like this monster right here. This traitorous POS right here. And then I could work on possibly, like Puck, Isidro, Casca, then maybe Zod. I mean, also, I might need to finish this before Comic-Con or Lightbox. This too. Then again, I don't know. Maybe I don't need to. I could just put that in, then put in Dr. Frankenstein and Elizabeth here, and then I'm done. I could show off multiple ideas that I've had, multiple concepts that I've done, and then from after that, after the multiple character designs that I have, I can essentially work on more illustration, because I feel like that's more my forte. Character design's alright, but I think this is more my forte. Concept work is alright. It pays the bills, and I'll do it. I'll do it if there's work, but if I could, I'd make a sweet living out of doing paintings of or key art of cool stuff happening. And then I can take whatever I've made and put it into an art book. That'll make a $1,000,000,000. Then I'll chill in my private island and die of a weed and MILF overdose. And then that'll be my life. I'll die a happy man. No, yeah, no, just, I think I might be overworking myself. I'm dangerously close to burnout, and, I wanted to basically make more portfolio pieces to show off to people, but I'm afraid that I bit off more than I can chew. At first, I did a Warhammer comic. Then I did some concept work for a contest, and then I'm you know, now I'm doing the Frankenstein thing, and now I'm working on this. I haven't finished the Warhammer comic yet, so I will finish it at some point. Before you say anything, Broken Blade, I know you're gonna say I haven't finished it yet, and you're looking forward to, but and I understand, and thank you. But you know, it's like right now, it's just, you know, these things. I think from then on, I'm gonna have to. I think I might do some Warhammer paintings. I'm doing it again. I am ping-ponging from comic book work to concept work, comic book to concept work, comic book to concept work. Oh my god, it never ends. It never ends. I'm trapped. I'm trapped. Oh no, I'm trapped. Fuck. It's over. I'm in a prison of my own creation. Oh no. I can't be saved. I can't be helped. I'm weak. All right. You know what? Breakdown aside, this needs to be done. Okay. I'm sorry about my breakdown here. Any you know, any questions, comments, concerns? I mean, because, you know, right now I think the status right here is things are going all right. Mental stuff aside, we are at 81 subscribers thanks to Mr. Wolfpack. We are now we're now 8 subs away from our stretch goal. And Moop, whatever, however you pronounce your username, if we reach 100 subscribers, we will have a brand new Discord server. Yes. You will have a dedicated place to post racist memes and fan art to your heart's content. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be, oh god. Yeah, but you know, apart from that, that's, you know, that's where I am. do with the... Okay, we need to... Okay, just gotta delete the clipping mask real quick. Chat kinda died. Yeah, it did. Yeah, I saw everything. You know, chat kinda dies, you know? Do be like that. All you gotta do is keep on chugging. Keep on moving, keep on grooving. Scaring little kids is easy. You know what? Rage baiting little kids is fun. You know? I think I remember. When I would, it's like, when they'd ask, what is that? And I'd be like, what thing? What are we talking about? It's like, hey, you see this thing? No. It's like, what is that? It's like, that clearly is a thing right there. And it's like, you know, rage baiting children. Oh man, when I make this into an full-time art career, I'm gonna miss that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna rage bait my own child. It's gonna be amazing. It's like, who took the cookie from the cookie jar? Was it you? And it's like, my kid's like, you know, it's like, it was obviously you, Dad. And it's like, what cookie? And I just, you know, it's like, I don't see you. I don't see any cookie over here in my hand. It's like, it's in your hand right now. No, there isn't. I just eat the cookie. It's like, no, it isn't. Honey, you see the cookie? It's like, nope. Exactly. See, son, you gotta overactivate imagination. You gotta, you know, kind of work on that. You know? It's like, and then I just, you know, me and my wife, we just collectively just rage bait our child. It's like, why are you laughing? It's like, I'm not laughing, you're laughing. That's the first thing I do when I get back to my site. You know, I think engaging with children is very hard, seeing as how they have like very, you know, little, like very short attention spans. But I did come up with like a fun thing. Okay, so there's this like little old nursery rhyme called Cookie Jar. And essentially, you know, they can't help but smile when I basically say their name. And it's like, X took the cookie from a cookie jar. And you know, they just like go like, who, me? And then like, you know, they'll go, yes, you, and they just laugh. And then basically when it comes to me, you know, and I go, who, when it's my turn to be, you know, to be accused of stealing something from the cookie jar, that's when I bring out a giant cookie and I eat it and I deny it. It's like, who, me? Yes, you. It's like, well, I don't know what you're talking about. It's like, there's a cookie in your hand. I eat it right now. Is your cookie in my hand? Is your cookie in my hand? And? Nope. Cookieless. See? You're all liars. You gotta stop telling lies. Okay? Little Pinocchios. Just Just like messing with children, playing around with them. It's fun, you know, but not in the gross Epstein Island, way. Like the innocent, like you make him laugh by making a silly face, kind of way. That's fun. It's joyful, you know. It's very joyful. You might not find this entertaining, but right now, I'm smiling right now. I'm thinking of this. When you go to Spirit Halloween, you will spare children. You know what? Go ahead. Scare children on a Spirit Halloween. It's only there like what? Once a month? Once a year? It's only there once a year. Who cares? What are you gonna do? Ask you to leave? What are you, ban you? Ban you from the Spirit Halloween forever? Dude. Ex-cons work at Spirit Halloween. Who cares? It's only there for once a year. And then it's gone. I mean, Jesus Christ. How much does the CEO from Spirit Halloween make? The guy who owns that company. If your establishment, what's the revenue? Okay, profit margin for Spirit Halloween. I'm searching this up right now. How does during the non-fall months, they already have no cost. They rely on seasonal labor to run their stores, and their inventory also doesn't expire. So the only expenses they have during the off-season is to pay the executives and plan for the next Halloween. They make it enough during the Halloween season to support the cause and still turn a profit. Jesus. They also have online sales all year round on their website. Apparently that's how they stay in business, despite being open once a year. Once a goddamn... Can you believe that? I certainly can. Oh, boy. Once a year. No. Alright. 2 watching now. It's dying down. Christ. The stream is dying, but I go on. Enigmas never age. That is something the Riddler would say, probably. More people will come soon, don't worry. I was just joking around. I'm used to this. One thing about being a streamer is that for a while, you stream to nobody. Like, absolutely nobody. I mean, quite frankly, like, the only, like, way I managed to kind of, like, get any viewers whatsoever was through, streaming on different artists' Discords, and I kept on doing it, and so far, like, no one was, like, pissed off at me for doing it over and over again on their Discord. Ask Broken Blade, he'll tell you. Like, almost every other day, I stream, and I basically put the link in the streaming channels of, essentially, Ryan's stream, Ryan's Discord, and Dan's Discord. I have been doing this for almost a year now. See? He'll tell you. And, I don't know, I think the one thing, I kind of challenged myself, too, on this one, where essentially, Ryan and Dan would stream only for, like, a couple times a week. And I decided, hey, you know, let's challenge myself. I will stream every day. So, when they're not on, I am. And that'll give me some kind of clearance to forge some kind of audience. So when they're bored, when the Discord's bored, and Ryan is too busy hanging out with his wife and having a life and being a functioning adult, and Dan is too busy, you know, going on trips and visiting his friends and hanging out with Dave, I'll be here, basically just, you know, I'll be here streaming, and if people want to join in, they do. And eventually, I kept on doing it, and more people, you know, the algorithm saw favor in that. I was in the good graces of the algorithm, and then, you know, all of a sudden I'm being put in recommended, and now I'm here. And now we are 8 subscribers away from 90. And honestly, I kind of just wanted to get recognized for the hard work that I've been doing. Like, I've been just streaming nonstop all the time. And who knows, I am getting recognized little by little, slowly, day by day. And that's okay. You know, I even had a conversation with Ryan and Dan. You can see it in the channel. You're subscribed, so. Matter of fact, I'll put the links down below in the chat room. You can check them out for yourself. I've become Venom. I can feel it. Okay, it's the first one. And then for Ryan, I'd say there were some technical difficulties with that one, but really it's just incompetence. On my part, I didn't put the desktop volume up high enough. So Did I have to go to his side of things? Yeah. I think I started back. I started, streaming myself back in like 2024. Actually, no, way further than that. Like I started posting. It all started with like posting like crappy little GoPro videos of like myself drawing, like fan art, and then I tried to stream every Friday. Like my first live stream was like 3 years ago with Squid Game. I drew the female character from season 1, and then over time, I kept on like posting studies and studies and studies. You know, I kept on posting like study streams, and I tried to record myself building a portfolio piece. That way, I like to keep myself disciplined and keep myself, making art and not getting distracted by thick Instagram models on social media. Because quite frankly, they're just it's catnip to me. They're my kryptonite. Hot chicks are my kryptonite. And so far, it's been working. Kind of. I still get distracted by, the occasional hot chick or two. Man. My God. My God. Ah. For the love of... Okay, guts is looking more complete. The gauntlet's gonna be a problem, but that can be dealt with. think. Okay. I totally didn't zone out again. Liar. You lie! You lie! Probably put this in. And then refine it some more. Damn, it is dark outside. Well, guess I'm gonna have to 86 that walk. Okay, if I'm gonna draw Casca, I don't know. It seems very. I don't want to seem demeaning to like female characters, but it's gonna be probably it's gonna. If I'm gonna draw her, I'm probably going to draw her post eclipse. After everything that happened, I kind of want her to basically just I don't want. Maybe I could draw her as like a strong female warrior, but rather than a traumatized victim. But at the same time, I'm kind of like going for a specific thing with specific tone with this. Yep, it is super dark. So dark. Yes, I have a girlfriend? Okay, wow, okay. Damn, gotta show it off. Brag. Think you're better than me? Ah, big man. Big man with his girlfriend. Big man with his little partner. Think you're better than me? Huh? Huh? Well, let me tell you something, buddy. I may not have a girlfriend, but screw you, man. I wish I had a girlfriend, man. No, it's, yeah, no, I mean, if you've got a game night, well, I didn't, that was a guess. That was a guess. What is something I'm missing? One thing I could do. I could make him bigger. And make some space for the God Hand, or you know what? No. I feel like it's too much. You always do it Friday nights? Hey man, if you're saying that you have to ditch the stream to be with your girlfriend, I understand. No hatred here. Okay. Because right now, 25, never had a girlfriend ever. And I was told that, it's going to get even harder and harder from there. So it's too late for me. But it's not too late for you, King. You know what I'm saying? Spend time with your girlfriend. Get that experience. It's better to have loved than to have lost. You know what I'm saying? Boy. And if she asks, would you love me if I was a worm? Say no, because you wouldn't be you anymore. And I love you. And then, when she swoons from that, and she's, blushing, you while she's like, turning away and blushing, you steal her stuff and run. Nah, just kidding. Don't do that. She'll call the cops, and then, you'll lose freedom and a girlfriend. Yeah, no, spend time with her, man. Spend time with her, if you have to. Or if you want to. Don't let me stop you. I'm just a man. Alright, now.
Did they change?
No.
More in cash?
No.
Yes, okay.
No. I do not have change. I think. Wait, hold on. Do I have change? Hold on. Wait, Mom. Wait, no, never mind. I don't. No, I don't. No. Alright. I haven't touched a dollar in a long time. It's sad, quite frankly. Everything's becoming more digital, even money. Well, maybe. Could I work on something some more? I don't know. If I stick an extra hour, maybe I'll get it. You know what? No. I'm gonna cut my losses. I'm gonna call this one. call this one? Thank you to the new subscriber, Wolfpack. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you for the compliments. You're all beautiful. Blow you a kiss. I love you all. Platonically, of course. And as Broken Blade says later, chat, by the way, we have 9 subscribers left until we reach the 90 sub stretch mark. Until then, be cool. Don't be a fool. Spend time with your girlfriends and loved ones. And remember, I am not special. I am simply